Hello and welcome to another video tutorial brought to you by AMP Futures. This time we're going to focus on AMP Futures MetaTrader 5. Primarily we're going to show you how to download a market profile indicator or app that's provided for this platform. Okay, first thing we want to do is you need to know where your toolbar is and how to maneuver to there, or rather toolbox. You're going to go to View and you'll see Toolbox right here. The toolbox is already on the bottom, but in case you don't see yours, the toolbox will be right here. We're also going to use the navigator as well. Okay, so on the bottom you can see our trade tab, exposure, trade history, any type of news. But what we want to focus on is this tab called Market. We're going to click on that tab and we're looking for market profile. So within that tab you'll see dozens of indicators and apps that are provided for this platform. So first thing we want to do is type in the box. We're looking for market profile, kind of filter out what we're looking for here. Okay, once we click on market profile or put it in a box, you'll see there's several different apps for that, all with their prices. Some are free, some of them you can rent. Let's go ahead and take a look at BlahTech's market profile. We're going to go ahead and click on that, and it'll give you all the details on how to acquire that. Okay, well, we want to demo it right now, so the first thing we're going to do, it says right here download the demo. We're going to go ahead and click on download the demo. You'll see the progress of the demo being downloaded, and also you'll see that under your indicators in the navigator that BlahTech market profile has been added. You can now take that and drag it out onto the chart. And also you want to run a test. Once you've paid for it and it's live, it'll show up on your chart. Right now we're just going to run a test so you know what it looks like. We're going to go ahead and click on test. Okay. And then in here where it says strategy tester, we're going to take a look here and make some changes. Okay. So before we get started, it's on a 1 hour chart. Let's go ahead and change that to a 30-minute chart. Okay. We want to go ahead. It says the date last year. You know, let's go ahead and put in a custom period. So for that custom period, we're going to go from, let's call it March 1st through yesterday's day or today's date. Okay. We're going to also hunt through here and see, it's going to ask us, do we want to see every tick? You know, let's go ahead and narrow it down to 1 minute open, high, low, close. Okay. So you can see all that. We've gone ahead and customized what we're looking for, and now we're going to go and hit test. Okay, it's going to show the testing progress on the bottom, and that should start loading here once you click start. Okay, so testing progress, hit the start button, and there's our indicator. That's what it's going to look like on the chart. Okay, now you can see some small profiles in the upper corners here, but pretty much you see a standard chart showing Hong Kong's close on Friday, New York's close, London Monday, Hong Kong Tuesday, London Tuesday, and so forth. Before we get into that, let's take a look at this box. Primarily is the box that we're going to be navigating through this indicator with. Okay, first thing we want to do, all of these are hotkeys where you see the 9, the Y, the slash, the V, and things like that. Let's go in here and make a couple changes. So first thing we want to do is we want to change it from chart. And just a single click is going to change it to TPO. Now you can see the TPO right there. Okay. If you click it again, it'll take you to normal. Click it again, takes you back to charts with the profiles, and now it's just showing us the TPO. TPO is time, price, opportunity, otherwise known as price distribution or market profile. Those are the three synonymous terms with it. Okay. We can choose the session that we want. You can choose the Hong Kong session. You can click here. You can choose the London session, or we can choose the New York session. Okay. Now, a couple things here. You can go ahead and change certain displays. You can change things from auto to manual. Okay, a couple things that we're going to just leave them alone. Okay. Let's go ahead down here. You can change it from letters. You can expand out those letters to the Stottlemyre splits. You can overlay the graphic and have the TPO look like volume bars. or you can leave it as letters. Okay, we're going to leave it at letters for now. And again, the hotkey for that one is 7. Let's go back here. You can also see value area point of control high low. You can click that to hidden. If you look at the chart, you won't see that. You can change that to value area point of control only, or click it and show value area point of control high low. So we'll leave that. Okay. Now, if you want bigger profiles where it says Tpo Font Adjustment, we're going to go ahead and click on that. So +1, +2 will increase that size as well. Okay, so in case you need it bigger, +3 will be the biggest. Then it actually goes -3, makes it super small, -2, -1, and then back to 0. So let's make it +1 on that. Okay, we can show the volumes in ticks, or you could show what's coming from the broker or exchange server. We're going to leave it as ticks. And let's jump across the bottom here. So price scale is on auto. So if I try to like stretch it out, it'll let me scrunch it down, but it won't let me stretch it out. Okay. So price scale, I'm going to make that manual, because I find that definitely with a market profile TPO chart, you want to be a little bit more interactive than the normal chart. So we can go ahead now. You can see that we can stretch things out. Okay. And now we can move the chart around. Okay. Scrunch things down, stretch them out, also along the bottom. Okay. All right, so there we have that. So you want to change that to manual. Candles are hidden. If you want to change the candles so you can see them, you can certainly overlay the chart on them, or keep them hidden. Okay. You can change the TPO size. You can run backtest on here, but we're going to leave those things alone. And don't hit the clear button, because it's going to clear the entire chart out. You don't want to do that. Okay, so we can see here value high, value low, point of control is all labeled here on the side, and it's also labeled over here on the side as well. Okay, so a lot of people that are new to market profile are wondering what exactly does it mean, how to use these charts. What I like about these charts is that they are visual. So at a glance, you can see where support and resistance levels are. So when you see, for instance, this area, this bulge shows where the orders were distributed across the market. The largest area of activity was in this area between these prices. So in some ways that can become resistance. Underneath, you'll see another area, a bulge or bell curve as they call it, more distribution of orders across this area, so that could be a pivot point or supports. When you start to see them line up, you start to see different areas where the market has visited, and those areas become support and resistance, and you can see them really quick at a glance with these charts. Okay, and as you go back in time, you can start to get a picture. And then as you see new profiles for the next day form, you start to see, are they going to try to come out and take out these bulge areas, these areas of distribution? Will they stay above it and form new areas, new value areas? Will the point of control shift, moving higher, showing that the value areas are breaking out to the upside? These are all things that market profile, with a little bit of study, you'll be able to discern those things for yourself. Again, it's not written in stone. It's a tool to be used for educational purposes and to kind of give you insight into the market, insight into the price activity. Where did the prices come to rest? Where did they consolidate? Where did they create support and resistance levels? Okay, so that's how you're going to set that up. So we're in a test mode right now. Once you've purchased and paid for the indicator, it will be available for you live on your charts, and you'll be able to launch it at any time once you own it. And that is a brief overview of market profile. The other thing that I can bring up too is that the alphabets correspond to 15 or 30-minute time periods on the trading floor, every bracket change. So as a way of seeing what activity was going on in the market throughout each 15-minute bracket, that is why they are assigned letters, and then you can now see where the market is, like I said before, consolidated, where it breaks out from, where it's meet resistance or meet support and things like that, based on every 15-minute time period assigned to each letter here in the TPO or market profile. Okay, so I think we pretty much covered briefly how to use and how to download this indicator. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us, www.ampfutures.com, and you can click on chat. We have 24-hour chat and also 24-hour help support throughout the week. Thanks again for your attention, and happy trading.